against the New York Yankees. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. So the New York Yankees want a little more than they got last year, having lost in the World Series. Singy, they don't seem like they're among the front runners. How do they get back to the World Series?
I think it's going to take some.
All right, just about set to go. And on the mound now, Max Fried. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
This is Bryce Turang, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Yelich on at first, nobody out. Hit in the air, left field. Dominguez coming on. He's got it. One down. Here's how the Brewers will line up on opening day. Singy, these last few years have been Milwaukee's best since the days of Yount and Molitor.
You're right about that, Boog. They've won the division title 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they haven't won a postseason series since 2018 when they came within a game of reaching the World Series. Wouldn't be a shock to see them break through this year.
Yelich goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Hoskins pushes it foul. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here with my pal Singy, and our starting pitcher here today, Freddie Peralta.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Cody Bellinger, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras makes the grab, one down. Here's the opening day lineup for the Yankees. And Chris, after they came so close in 2024, there's a hunger to reach the mountaintop this season.
No doubt about it. This is a proud franchise, Boog, and they've been in the postseason all but 5 years of this century. They haven't won a title, though, since 2009, and that's the second longest drought they've had since first winning it all in 1923. So the pressure to go all the way just keeps building.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 out, space is empty. And Judge spoils that one. And strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
In the dirt, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Down in order go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. Back at Yankee Stadium. Top of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Way high.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And another ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Foul ball there.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 3, Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Blake Perkins in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes. Aye.
2 runs across in the inning here on opening day. This to center field. Bellinger and a full sprint. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 2 down. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. In there, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
The batter, the designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's Christian Yelich. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
This one in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. Bryce Turang up next for the Brewers. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bryce.
So digging in, Bryce Turang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that is that. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Stanton now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
That's off the plate.
You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. And a big swing from Stanton.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump, and there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Two outs, base is empty. Austin Wells now at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Paul
Goldschmidt will climb in. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Next offering misses down and away. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. Stepping in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fires over to Hoskins, and that is that. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras grounded out his first time up. Max Fried will go to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Outside. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Out to short, Volpe. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
Contreras gets his lead at first with nobody out. Gets under and pops it up. Chisholm has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. That one kicks away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And here it comes. And that
Ball
misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. That one hammered center field. Going back. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Mitchell at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. He's trying for third. Strike in there. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Drops into the glove, 2 down.
The right fielder, number
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. And that's a little high.
Counts 1-0.
2 outs with a runner at third. That one missed.
2-0.
He was late there. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run.
No, he's safe.
Throw not in time, and he's safe.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Ground ball left side
foul ball.
and foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Perkins off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across, and that'll do it. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run, 2 errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And there's a foul ball. To the right side. Throws to first in time. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
the batter, number 11.
Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Warning track, ball, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And they're chipping away. It's 5-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
2 outs, nobody on. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And a foul ball. Judge waits. Not even close there. 1-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Corrals it, and that'll do it. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 5-1. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Yelich.
Fried back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances. and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. High fly ball, shallow right field. Judge is under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bryce Turang.
Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Turang. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
On the ground. Jazz tosses to first, and he's out.
Now batting, the catcher, William.
And now it's William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add a run. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Hoskins, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Stays alive.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Next pitch, not close, up high. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Giancarlo Stanton. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine. These Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, The ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. That's down and in. The Brewers leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering in there for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Chisholm at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Cabrera in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering upstairs. First and second, 2 down. That one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher, because nothing seems to come easy.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man at first. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Nobody. Out, runner at first. This one in the air. Goldie settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. Now here is Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Perkins stands in now and watches strike one. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one is lifted in the air. And that drops foul. Chourio at second. Ortiz at first. One gone. Ball one there.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
That misses. It's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Two on, one out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. The throw in. Runner holds at third, so just one across.
RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So the lineup flips over. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. Next offering is in for a strike. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Center field. Bellinger moving under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. They put 2 on the board on 1 base hit, an error, and 1 left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Yankees 1. Back here in New York, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bellinger,
Ball,
the
that's
next
out.
to hit, takes ball one. The Brewers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
3-0.
Foul ball. And he walked him.
Nope. That's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard. And now Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. That one
Ball,
off the
that's
mark. 1-0. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mitchell hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here is Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. First pitch swinging.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Fastball almost got him there. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mitchell going after it. That is the inning. The Yanks leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. And a foul ball. That clips a corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit.
Now batting.
And here is Hoskins. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses, and that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Back-to-back base hits. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but That's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Chourio stands in now, looks at that one inside. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at second.
That's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a base hit right there. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now it's even up.
That's inside.
Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ortiz in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Dominguez under it and makes the grab. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Brewers 9 and the Yankees 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. DL Hall.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 9-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jarred Koenig, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Hyams also getting ready. And he swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that one clips the corner. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Goldie at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses, and it's 1-1. Inside, just missed. Inside, now 3-1. And there's ball 4.
That pitch is in. Ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. A switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off. Goldie off of first with 2 away. Hard hit left side. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now a 9-2 ball game. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Swing and a miss. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Monasterio. Line drive. Base hit. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. That one catches the corner for a strike. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground.
Chisholm to Volpe at second for 1. Over to first, safe. Next for Milwaukee, foul territory. Squeezes it, and that is that. Brewers strand 1, but they still lead it 9-2. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Hall back to work. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Hall measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017.
0-2 is the count.
And that's way high. Now 1-2.
One ball,
I don't
two
like to
strikes,
say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Bellinger batting with one down takes a strike. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the seventh. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Chourio makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and now William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One, 2 to Contreras. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And it remains 2-2. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses, and 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. He's already homered in this game. Liner, and this could be trouble. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So up next, Garrett Mitchell. Just missed.
That's inside.
Second and third here. One away. And the slider just misses. That one the other way. Volpe whips it to first on the run.
Hey.
And he boots it.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
One away, runners at first and third. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz.
Ball one, no
Inside,
strike.
almost got him. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. That just misses. Ball two.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that drops in for a strike. Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball three. And they're all loaded up.
The right fielder, number 16.
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger under it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes a nice sliding catch.
Look here as he tracks it. Great sliding catch to end the inning, and he saved a run.
Back now in the Bronx. Out of the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Judge.
And Judge spoils that one. The 0-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Stanton now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. A changeup missing. 1-1.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Chisholm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Right through there for a strike. Fought off foul. The 1-2. That's down and in. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. That's hard hit in the line. Bellinger calls it in, and there's 1 away. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Turang. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one got a piece of him.
Take your base.
Now
William Contreras. 1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. The 13-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Out to short. Volpe. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And that's down, a base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Off the plate inside. And it's 1-0. There's a strike at the knees.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to 3rd. And that's just foul. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. That one ripped. Way back there. Brings it in, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Major League Baseball is on the show. Last chance for the home team. Now it's going to be Austin Wells. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
No ball,
Wow,
two
no
strikes.
fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. There's a swing and a miss.
Not sure if he could be in more of a
0-1
groove.
count.
Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Cabrera, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
No, inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball,
He's been able to go
2
inside
strikes.
as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one is absolutely belted. Chourio raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers collect.